Hi there, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Odd, and this is Karen's Oddities. Thank you for tuning in. Please check out my other videos. Make sure to like and subscribe, and welcome back. Happy New Year's or Happy New Year's Eve, depending on what part of the world you're watching from. Today's video, I wanted to focus on power moves. What are power moves, right? Power moves to me are actions or inactions that you can do or incorporate into your lifestyle, into the person you are, into the way that you carry yourself, that set you apart from everyone else. If you are not already doing these things, I highly guarantee you take notes and that you start incorporating them into your lifestyle absolutely immediately. As a matter of fact, you should have been doing these things yesterday. However, in lieu of the new year, I do think it's super important for me to share these with you now so that you can start incorporating them into the way you are, the way you operate, the way you present yourself to the universe and the world in 2023. And if you're already there, well, I look forward to being in 2023 in the next 6 hours or so. All right. My dog is on the couch and he just yawned. I wrote the power moves on these note cards. I have 10 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just go one by one. I'm hoping this won't be a long video. If it is, sorry, but it's worth watching. The first power move that I want to share with you guys is listen more than you speak. This rule is super important. I think these are all important, but some of these, there's one of these that is definitely highlighted. It's super important to listen more than you speak. It's important to understand your audience, understand who you're surrounded by, understand your surroundings. Pay attention to what people are saying, how they're saying it. Pay attention to their body language, their actions. And in this case, to not go, I mean, I could talk about this for hours, right? I could talk about any of these for hours, but to keep it short, super important to listen more than you speak. If you're someone that usually is the one that's always talking in the room, try for a change, listening more than you speak. Listen to what people have to say. Listen to what people are sharing. Listen to what approach and what tone they're coming in with. And say less. If you usually say more, say less. I guarantee you this is a power move in itself because you're understanding the people that you're with, the people that you're around. You're trying to understand and get a better sense of who they are, get a better sense of what their goals are. Listen more than you speak, and I promise you will learn a couple of things. Number 2. Some of these I'm still working on, but they're definitely power moves and things that I try to do. Let me zoom in a little bit. When wrong, be the first to apologize. This is super duper important, right? It's super important. Puppy's coming up. It's super important if you've done something wrong and you know that you've done something wrong, just consider to be the first one to reach out and say, hey, listen, I know that X, Y, and Z went down the other day and I said X. I just wanted to let you know that was messed up of me. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. But only do it if you truly mean that. If you truly know that you were in the wrong and if you truly know that you screwed up, be the first to admit it. Be the bigger person is what they would call that rule, right? Rule, way of life, whatever is what some may refer to it as. Be the bigger person and be able to admit that you messed up. It's okay. This puts you in a power move position. Puppy's going to start fighting with me. This will put you in a power move position because what this is going to do is it's going to separate you from the person that may have also been at fault but unwilling to apologize. What this is going to say is that you are mature enough to understand that you have done something wrong. You're mature enough to understand that you are not perfect human, that you are imperfect, that you make mistakes, and you can own up to that. And that guarantees you a level of respect that I guarantee you people that can't apologize first do not have. Let me find a toy for the puppy because he's going to start with me. Number 3. Oh, I went to number 4. This one, as you'll see, has a star. This is the most important power move that you can incorporate. If you don't incorporate any of these ever, or if you only want to start with incorporating one of them, please, this is the top key one that you should incorporate. This says, know who you are. And when I was writing these, there was a lot more words that I wanted to incorporate into us, but I didn't because I figured like, you gotta keep them short, right? Know who you are. And what do I mean by that? If you know the type of person you are, if you know what you've been through, what your challenges are, what you need to improve as a person, what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, if you know that and you know that down to a T, I guarantee you, you're going to put yourself in the most powerful position of your life. Because once you know everything that makes you the person that you are, no one can ever take that away from you. No one can ever call you out on your BS. No one can ever throw anything in your face. No one can tell you you're not good at this, you're not good at that, because everything that you're good at and everything that you need to work on, you are already going to know it. Who can insult you when you know what your flaws are, when you know what your weaknesses are? Who can offend you when you know who you are and when you're sure of that? And when you accept the things that you lack, the things that you need to work on, the things that you need to improve, the minute that you accept that and the minute that you can be the first to say, hey, you know what? I this, that, but I do this well, but I'm still working on this. The minute you do that, one, it's going to be a super duper freeing experience for you. I'm telling you by experience. The minute you can learn who you are, communicate it to yourself and accept it, truly accept it and understand it, you're going to be more free. And people are not going to come at you with BS. People aren't going to come at you trying to call you out or trying to like knock you off of your step, knock you off of your pedestal. If I'm the first to say, hey, I fucked up, or hey, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not good at math. So I can say, hey, my name is Karen and I'm not good at math. If I'm the first to say that, no one's going to come around and make me feel small or make me feel less than about not being good at math. I know I'm not good at math. It's something that I'm working on. Know yourself. I'll leave it at that. Super duper important and probably the biggest power move of your entire life. Biggest power move of your entire life, hands down. And I honestly think that is the only power move that I put a star on. Number 4. Let me zoom in. Always do your research. And my dog may start barking and I'm going to apologize now, but I'm going to try to distract him. Always do your research. If you are going someplace new, Jack, don't do it. And he farted. Come here, buddy. Come here. Always do your research. If you are visiting a new place, if you are traveling, if you are interviewing something, if you are purchasing something new, if you are trying to learn something new, do your research. I'm not saying write a 20,000 page research paper or read all these chronicles and journals from 1990. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is do a little bit of research. Be knowledgeable. Be knowledgeable if you're going in new spaces. If you're going somewhere that you know you're going to be uncomfortable or going somewhere where you know that you may not understand everything there, do a little bit of research. It's going to set you apart. I guarantee it. It's definitely going to set you apart. And my neighbor's walking up, but I hope he's not looking at me through the window because it's going to be super awkward. But it's going to set you apart. It's going to put you in a different position. Understand. The dog. Jack, come here. It's going to put you in a different position. Anytime that I interview for a role, I'm researching that role. I'm researching the duties, roles, and responsibilities. I'm reading job descriptions associated with that position. I'm learning who works in that department, who works in that division, how long have they been there. I am doing my digging. I'm researching to understand what are the certifications. Oop, you scratched me. What are the certifications? Stop. Life with dogs. What are the certifications that are required for this position, for this role? If I'm traveling somewhere, what are the cultural norms? Always do your research. Number 5. This kind of goes along with admitting when you've done something wrong or being the first to apologize. So this is admit your mistakes. This is super important. Again, it goes back to being the first to apologize, because it's important that you can own who you are. Own when you make mistakes. We're all human. We know we make them, but you know what? It says a lot about you, and it shows that you have quite a bit of balls if you're willing to be the first to say, hey, I made a mistake. Hey, I fucked up. Hey, I realized X, Y, and Z, and this happened. And now, I'm letting you know. I want to be the first one that lets you know. I want it to come from me. Own your mistakes. Own your mistakes. I promise you it's going to set you apart. It's going to set you apart in the workforce. It's going to set you apart in relationships, whether that's romantic relationships, relationships with your friends, with your family, etc. Own your mistakes. You will gain a level of respect that's going to put you in a more powerful position if you're willing to admit your mistakes. Number 6. So some of these are career, relationship. My dog looks like he might vomit. He's vomited today, so I'm just watching him. But anyway, I'm sorry for the dog being distracted. Some of these are career related, some of these are relationship related, and some of these are just general. Stop it. So this one is, ooh, you're gonna rip my chain. This one is, I would say it can be career oriented and friend oriented, but when I wrote this down, it was more relationship related. Ooh, he's biting me. Okay. Let me find a toy for you, buddy, because if you bite my ear, it's going to be bad and bloody. Look, come on. Come on. He's so cute, but I thought they were going to fight. Okay. This says, let me zoom in. Number 6, split the bill or cover the next round. I can't read backwards. This is a power move because, one, if you're a woman, traditionally, gender roles make it appear as though men are supposed to cover first bills. If not, it could mean something was wrong in the date. Some men feel emasculated when women pay for their bill, or when women ask to split the bill, or they think that the woman did not enjoy themselves, etc. I'm not going to get into that right now. Point is, this is a power move. If you're a woman and if you're dating, or if you're a man, whatever, I don't care. Not the point. Or if you're going on a business meeting or a lunch meeting or something like that, do not let the person just pay for the first meal or outing without you at least making the attempt. I'm not saying you have to split it, but what I am saying is the next time you go out and it's a very first date, if you want to set the tone and you want to send a power move and send a power signal, then what I'm asking you to do is say, do you want to split the bill? We can split it. Or say we can. That's usually what I say, right? I don't say, do you want to split the bill? I say we can split it. Just like that. Not like with that attitude, but I say we can split it. Like, that's okay. They may want to split it. They may not. They may insist. And I'm not saying go back and forth. If they insist to not split it, if they want to pay for your bill, let them pay for it, by all means. I thought I was bleeding. But I'm saying you should ask, would you like to split the bill? Or say, we can split the bill. Or if you don't do the asking or suggesting, then what I am telling you to do as a power move in the future is for the next outing, or if you guys go to a different location, let's say you start somewhere, you do a restaurant, then you go to a bar, cover the next round. So if that's the next round of drinks, if you guys go to a bar, if you guys go out 2 weeks from then, cover the next one. And I'm not saying that you have to cover it every single time you guys go out. I'm not saying that you have to alternate every other time. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is make the statement on the first outing, or the second time you guys go out, cover it entirely. That is a power move in itself, because one, what it's letting the person know is, one, you're okay with disrupting the gender norms, the gender roles. You're okay with disrupting the usual, the traditional. Two, you can cover your own things. You're okay with that, right? And it adds an element of, for most men, I mean, when I've done it, it's an element of surprise. Men are not expecting that. I have dated multiple men that have told me, I have never allowed a woman to pay for me, or I have never had a woman offer to pay. Several men that I've done that with have said that to me. And, I like it. I want to ruffle their feathers. I want to stir the pot a bit, because I'm a pot stirrer. And being a pot stirrer is a power move in itself. I'm not saying to be over the top, to be problematic. No, all I'm saying is stir that pot kettle just a bit. Okay. Number 7. This is general, career, and relationship. Always maintain great eye contact. Super duper important. Again, I could elaborate on this for quite a bit, but I'm not going to do that because we don't have time for that, right? Super important to always make great eye contact. When we're talking about work, it's a dominance thing. At the end of the day, eye contact comes down to dominance. I have 2 dogs here. They're both males. They're both intact, and they've been getting into it. But I guarantee you, when my dog that's a senior stares down the puppy behind me, puppy knows what's up, okay? Always maintain great eye contact, whether it's someone you know, someone you don't know, a stranger, when you're walking into a space, if you're having a conversation with someone especially, maintain strong eye contact. If you're dating someone, maintain strong eye contact. This is sending power move. This is a power move. This is sending power signals. What this is indicating is, 1, I know who I am. I'm sure of myself. I'm secure. You gotta go outside? He might pee. You gotta go outside? I'm secure in myself. I'm secure in who I am. And I'm not afraid, right? That's what that means. I just don't want him to be. We have 3 more to go through. Maybe I can play with him while I get through these last 3. This one is super important. This is important career-wise. This says be solution-oriented. Ooh, no, bite me. No. Be solution-oriented. This is important in careers. This is important in relationships, both familial and romantic. You're going to rip my shirt, and I like the shirt a lot. I've had it for several years. We need to get a toy. This is why I have them next to me. Ah! Be solution-oriented. I learned this one quite recently, but it's been kind of like a game changer for me in my career, and I think that it will be for you as well if you have not been this type of person. If you have an issue with something at work, I need to see if he's peeing, or in a relationship, I am challenging you, and I would say, honestly, that one should have a star on it as well. The next time you approach someone and you say, hey, this is a problem, I want you to come with solutions as well. Nobody likes people that just come forth and say, this is a problem, I don't like this, nag, 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 nag. No, that's not doing anything for us. You're making a statement and establishing that there's an issue, but what am I supposed to do with that information? Especially in work, especially in work. If you identify that there's a problem, I'm not telling you to spend hours trying to solve it, but what I'm saying is bring the problem forth to your manager, to leadership, say, hey, I noticed that this is an issue. I think that it would be helpful if X, Y, and Z, or I think it would be helpful that we, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Be solution oriented. This is a power move. And if you come with solutions to the problems that you're proposing, people are going to respect you more. This is going to make you stand out to your employer. It's going to make your relationships more easier. And it's going to help you build compromise, which goes a long way as well. You gotta go outside? We're so close. 2 more. This one is just career-wise. I don't want him to vomit and I don't want him to pee on me. He's so cute. He's so cute. Nope. Stop it. Number 9. Always negotiate your pay. And you guys might have heard this one already. I know it's like it started going around, but I've been doing this for, I would say, the last 10 years or so in my professional career. Super important and super power move. Anytime you're offered a position, he's like upside down. Like, look at his feet. He's upside down. He's so crazy. You're going to break your neck, buddy. Always negotiate your pay. If you get offered a position, even if you think you're getting paid what you're supposed to be, ask for a little bit more. Negotiate your benefits, negotiate your time, negotiate your benefit package, negotiate it. I'm not saying fight and go back and forth. What I'm saying is ask for a little more. Always ask for a little more. There is always room to pay more. There's always room to give more. But you know what? They give to people that ask for it, because that's a power move in itself. Negotiating once you've already received an offer or before you receive an offer, that is a power move in itself. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Don't go crazy. Again, going back to rule number, I think it was 7. Do your research. If you're going to, don't snip at him. Don't snip at him. If you're going to negotiate your pay and you're not sure what amount to ask for, then do your research. Do your research on what is the average pay. What is the average pay for people in that field for the state that you live in? This dog is going wild. Stop it. For oh, he just put my hand. Anyway, do your research, right? But always negotiate. Always negotiate. Do your research on the position. Do your research on the average pay, etc. Don't. You're scratching me, please. Y'all want a puppy? I know you're not trying to hump me. He's trying to hump my arm. We ain't doing humping, honey. We're not. My dog never humped. Well, he humps beds, my older dog, but he never humped people, and we're not doing that. Negotiate your pay. And if you are in a current position and not entering a new position, the other thing that I would say is, if you know it's time for a raise, you see my other dog, his tail is down, which is why I'm worried about him. You okay, Bubby? You okay, Papa? Oh, you're biting me. If you, he's biting me and he's gonna make me bleed. Sorry. If you're in a current position, this is not a new role for you, and you know that you deserve a raise, you know that it's time, you know that you're working super hard, you know that you deserve more than what you are receiving. Oh, no, no biting, nope. I'll try to edit this out. Ow. Okay, anyway, if you're in a current position and you know you should be making more money, you know that your benefits are not aligned with the work that you're doing, you know that you deserve more, then what I am saying to you is that you need to reach out to your employer, whoever makes those decisions, and let them know that, hey, I am asking for consideration of X, Y, and Z. But when you ask for that, similar to when you report problems, you have to bring justification. So when you report problems, you have to bring solutions. When you ask for things, you have to bring justification, especially if it's in work, of why you feel that you deserve that increase or that merit, whatever, or that consideration. So if you're in a position and you feel that you deserve more, I'm asking you, if not today, which it's New Year's Eve, so you can't do it today, in the new year, make that ask. But come with facts and information. Do your research. Say, across the state of Idaho, whatever, this is what people are making. Over the last year, I have done X, Y, and Z. I just don't want to be on my carpet. And okay, we'll do the last one. Number 10, I had to read it because I can't read backwards, is never share everything. I think this is just a general rule, right? I don't think that it applies to career. I don't think it applies to relationships. I don't think it applies to, it's a general statement. Never share everything. And I think that goes for career and relationship. You have to keep some things to yourself. You have to preserve who you are, preserve knowledge that you have, experiences that you've had. People do not have to know every single thing about you. They don't have to know every single detail, every single experience you've had, every single thought that you're having. That's not the case. So, it's important that you don't always share everything. Keep some things to yourself. And I'm not saying to lie or omit things. I'm saying never give someone everything, every detail that there is to you. So there are a lot of dogs in the background, a lot of noise, but these are the 10 power moves that I am encouraging you to start incorporating immediately if you don't already do them. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what your power moves are. Which of these do you do? Which of these do you agree with? Which of these do you not so much agree with? Let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. Let's have a conversation about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.